Hello dear matcha cakes, and welcome to this little speed ink drawing. I recorded most of the process of this study for you, and I'm going to say a few words about it too. Two things to mention before we start. First, I'm following a Skillshare tutorial for this, and I'll link it to you guys below. This is not sponsored or anything. I just happened to look at Skillshare tutorials to learn new stuff and found this one quite useful. Second, I forgot to record the beginning. I know, how stupid of me, but it can't be changed now. All I did was sketch out my idea with pencil, and at the point of the recording, I'm beginning with my first layer of ink. That all said, I hope you enjoy the video. The first thing I do before I actually start drawing is to follow all the main outlines with the thinnest ink pen I have, which happens to be a 0.03 fine liner. As you can see, I don't draw the full lines yet, but rather dotted lines. This will help me later on when I go into the outlines, textures and details to figure out what parts of the painting need to be darker or lighter, where to apply contrast, etc. This was a suggestion from the tutorial, and I found it really helped me to get a better idea of how to apply shadow and where to make use of empty space. Once I'm done with this, I start drawing actual outlines, alternating between the two thinnest pens I have. I try to leave out more than I need at first, and rather go over the same spot several times to darken it slowly. Ink is permanent, and once an area is painted dark, it cannot be changed again. At this stage, I try to do not much more than the outlines, but I keep catching myself already working on smaller details. As long as it helps me to convey the basic idea of the drawing later on though, I don't think that's too bad of a thing. Once the outlines are done, I start working on the textures of things, and I made myself a little texture sheet beforehand to practice the different materials first. Then I apply them in the study, again with the 0.03 ink pen first. The areas I know will have to be darker, I go over with a different, thicker pen later on. I also apply cross-hatching in some areas for extra shadow, and I could probably be a lot bolder with dark contrasting areas in the drawing, but I'll get there. From here on, It's really just applying texture and figuring out how the light would fall onto the things in the drawing. For that, it's quite important you think of where your light source is at first. It helps to use reference with a similar light source too. We all have a rough idea of what a tree looks like in general, but we will forget about the small details that will make it lifelike and believable in the end if we don't look at a picture or an actual tree. And that's basically it. I continuously go over the same areas and add details and shadows, picking a thicker pen with each iteration. And that's the end result. I hope you enjoyed this little video. Thank you all so much for your support. I'll see you around. Stay safe. Bye.